Okay, doing something new here, basically. Switch the mic. I mean, not switch, but flip the microphone upside down. Let's see how that works, actually. Hopefully, that does something better. Um, and hopefully, it actually is much more easier to hear me, or much more clear to hear me, anyways. That's so assuming I enunciate correctly. Anyways, um, the Giants, the New York Giants, the football team. That's a genuine surprise where they are right now. I mean, I know they were going to lose to the Cowboys. I honestly thought they were going to lose to the Packers, but Packers might have their own issues at this point with the fact that they lost to the Jets this past weekend, which is a surprise. But the fact that the Giants beat the Ravens, that caught me off guard. I don't think they're a legitimate team to make the playoffs this year, but what Brian Dable has done, he's done an amazing job so far. And the culture that he's brought to the Giants organization, it's amazing. Um, I'm going to say this. We know for a fact that they're not going to make the playoffs. If they finish up a record of 9-8 or 9-8, basically 500. Oh well, you can't make 500 anymore. You do finish 500, but if they could be above 500, just above 500, 9-8, 10-7, hey, I think he should get Coach of the Year at that point. Honestly, the way it was expected with the Giants, I mean, I didn't think they were going to be up here. Quite honestly, I mean, let's be honest. Um, Daniel Jones, or Danny Dimes, however you want to call him, he's not your true quarterback. I mean, Dable is definitely playing to his strengths. The guy is more of a running physical quarterback. Can he throw? Yeah. But then again, if he had the wide receivers, would it be different? I don't know, honestly. But it seems like he might not have been. But as Rex Ryan had said during the next day after the game, Dable is playing Daniel Jones to his strengths. Now, if Daniel Jones limits his mistakes, it should be good. Because right now, they are leaning heavily on Saquon Barkley. And the problem is eventually other teams are going to catch on very quickly that Saquon Barkley, all you got to do is double team, triple team, or whatever. Just line up and make sure that Saquon is, contained. Then the Giants should lose. And it was proven with the Cowboys game, basically. In this situation, though, the Giants' defense kind of was playing spotty at that point. If they come into their own at this point later on in the season, I think they'll get far. They'll go far. Will they make the playoffs? Again, like I said, I doubt it. There's not a 50%, but more of a 30% chance of them to make the playoffs. Because one, we know the Eagles are going to make it, barring there's no issues barring there's no issues with them, no serious injuries to the point where they'll just keep playing and winning. I think they'll make it for sure. Cowboys, when Dak Prescott gets back, it's proven that they can do it. Their defense is amazing, and we've seen in the past defense does win games. It's even Super Bowls for that matter. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers when Warren Sapp was with them back in the early thousands, knots. Same thing with the Ravens in 2000 with Lewis. Ray Lewis proved that point at that point too. And in those situations, their quarterbacks weren't so great. And it was the same thing actually with the Ravens again when they played against the 49ers. Flacco, for lack of a better term, wasn't so great either. I mean, as a quarterback. But their defense, the Ravens' defense, was what it was. They just need a good quarterback good enough to lead them. If the Giants' defense actually gets up there, Daniel Jones, just being what he is, might be able to lead the Giants into the playoffs. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. I know I'm at 4 minutes 30 seconds.